big push coming in for REITs or real estate investment trusts from Sebi. The altered norms will give more flexibility for investors and make it easier for them to raise money. Now, to get us more perspective on what changes have come in and to break it down for us, we have our editor, Faye D'Souza, joining us now. Faye, do you think this will have bigger impact on the real estate industry, considering now REITs can invest 20% into under construction projects?
Well, it obviously, I mean, that was a point that we knew on this channel, at least. There was a point of discussion between Sebi and the industry. They said that overseas, at least, the common practice is at least 20, sometimes in some cases 30% under construction. But Sebi was adamant to keep the under construction component as low as possible. Now, just to explain to our viewers what REITs actually means, it's a mutual fund. But it's a mutual fund that invests in commercial property that gives you a rental yield. So what this fund will effectively do is it will buy up commercial property that's currently fully occupied, fully functional. It will hold it in one basket and it will allow investors to buy into that fund. Now, Sebi has allowed only 20% of that total fund to be invested in something that's under construction. Everything else has to be fully constructed and occupied and generating a regular rental income. Now, we know that REITs were actually formally announced in 2014. There weren't too many takers because there was some confusion about the tax laws. That was ironed out in the last budget. But there were still rules from Sebi that were awaited that actually came out today. So two big changes, hospitals and hotels also being included. So it's not just commercial property. Hospitals and hotels also get classified as commercial property here, which broadens the horizon and allows for more assets to be held by REITs. And of course, the fact that what we thought was going to be 10% under construction is now 20% under construction. What this will allow a lot of real estate companies to do is it will allow them to cash out. So a large company that's holding a lot of commercial property that is rented out, Prestige, for example, in Bangalore, or let's say Embassy or K. Raheja Corp here in Mumbai, it's holding a lot of the commercial property. It will allow them to move that property into a REIT, cash out and use that money for other projects. So for an industry that desperately needs the cash flow, this will make a huge difference. But again, it will make a difference to those developers who have the assets that are REIT quality at this point. So REITs will help, but not everyone.
Also, Faye, now we've been talking about when we will actually see that first REIT. Now, do you think easier norms will only mean, a REIT perhaps within the end of this year? Because we've been talking about a REIT probably going to be launched in 2017.
Well, there have been several companies that have been ready and waiting for a while. We know Blackstone, that announcement has come a while ago and we've been waiting to see that. This should speed up the process. Of course, we'll have to wait. We can't speak on their behalf. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes for each of them to get it ready and to actually, list a REIT or float a REIT in India. But this is good news. This means that the process will be, will have a certain amount of clarity and we are likely to see something, by early 2017, one hopes.
All right, Faye, thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks.
You can watch live TV on our website, mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.